Today, we are going to talk about the phases of the moon.
Phases of the moon.
To do this, we want to introduce you to Coreo the Oreo. Coreo had big dreams. He always wanted to be the moon. He knew all about it and thought he would be perfect for the job. He knew that it orbited the Earth once every 27.32 days. He also knew that depending on the Earth's location to the sun and moon, the amount of light that touches the moon changes, and that creates the phases.
The phases of the moon.
Coreo had learned that when the lit part of the moon is getting bigger, the moon is waxing.
Waxing.
And when the lit part is getting smaller, it is waning.
It's waning.
And also that when the moon is more than halfway lit, it is referred to as gibbous, and less than halfway lit is called crescent. Once Coreo knew all this, he practiced through the stages, so he started with the new moon. In this stage, the moon is directly in between the sun and the earth and is completely dark. The moon then becomes a waxing crescent because it is less than halfway lit and getting bigger. We then reach our first quarter mark. After our first quarter mark, our moon is at a waxing gibbous, and now we've reached the halfway mark with a full moon. Now we're entering the waning stage. Our first waning phase is the waning gibbous. Then we have the last quarter, and finally we have a waning crescent before the cycle is complete and restarts with a new dark moon. This whole process is referred to as synodic month, which is the time it takes the month to reach the same visual phase. Unfortunately, Coreo didn't make his dreams come true because he was just too tasty.